Last week was a crazy round of footy, but we have another week to tip. But before that, draw on Anzac Day was insane. Great performances from both of them, and there was just so many good games. That Geelong Carlton game, very controversial with that Zach Williams hit. Port Adelaide weren't able to finish their chances. A whole bunch of players get injured. Great game. Freo Bulldogs, what a game that was. The Bulldogs were in that. Don't be deceived by that 4-goal stat line. And yeah, it was just a good round of footy. Had some blowouts that weren't as fun, like the Giants game, which who could have expected that. But let's get straight into the first round of footy. Adelaide, Port Adelaide. This game has been dominated for Adelaide for a while. Last year, Adelaide pumped them twice by average of 40 points. So for that reason, I'm going to tip the upset and I'm going to tip Adelaide to win. Bit wild, but I just have more faith in them. Let's go on to the next game, which is Carlton Collingwood. Blockbuster, one of the biggest rivalries in the AFL. And Carlton have started the season off really well, but with that loss to Geelong, where really they got thumped, and let's be honest, Carlton fans won't admit it, they went up 38 points at one stage. Geelong just took their foot off the gas and let them get a few more goals, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, they got pumped, they weren't good. So can they be good against Collingwood? I'm predicting it. I predict that they're going to win this one. I just think Collingwood, they're a good side, but I don't trust them. Where were they in that first quarter? Where were they? Sydney, GWS, another great game. Sydney have been incredible this year, bouncing back from a 7th place finish. GWS been electric out the blocks. And they're both coming off good wins. GWS dicing up the Lions and Sydney dicing up Hawthorn. So who will win this one? I'm going to tip GWS. I think they are the better team, and with Sam Taylor coming back this week and potentially Toby Green, they should win. Next game, St Kilda North Melbourne. North Melbourne are terrible. Worst team I've watched in a while, and I thought West Coast last year were the worst team I've watched in a while, but North Melbourne have stunk it up every single game. Stunk it up against Hawthorn, who were rivals for the wooden spoon. But yeah, that's why St Kilda will win this one handily. Melbourne Geelong. Melbourne, been decent. I can't put them to fault. They smashed who they should have. Richmond, terrible. Geelong, really good, but will the Paddy Dangerfield injury affect them? Hasn't affected them in the past, which is why I think they're going to win this game of footy. They're incredible. They're going to go 8-0. Good on you, Geelong. Next game, West Coast Essendon. Could be interesting at West Coast home ground with Harley Reid, but Essendon have been really good. And I'm not tipping against them this round. Just not worth the risk, and I think Essendon with Zach Merritt, Nick Martin, Andy McGrath, Stringer's been playing well, Langford, and they should get back Perkins this week. They'll win handily. Richmond, Freo. Freo played a really good game against Bulldogs, and they weren't boring. Usually I watch Freo, they're a boring team to watch. You guys watch a Freo game, you'll experience my pain. But yeah, they were good against the Dogs, won by 24 points in a high-scoring affair, whereas Richmond got thumped. And with their injury-less Richmond, they're done for the season. Freo will win this game. Next game, Bulldogs Hawthorn. Hawthorn got thumped by Sydney. Yet again, continue to disappoint, even though they did play well against Collingwood and gather round. But those two games, Collingwood North, doesn't matter. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Bulldogs will thump this team. Brisbane Gold Coast, a derby. But that'll be it. If you guys like Supercoach, I have a video right here. Otherwise, I'll see you all next video.